Welcome to AGO. We're here at our gallery, AGO, Cross Plains, Texas. And thought we'd go live and show you around the store. It's been a while since I made a video, so I need to get back to it. I was gonna try to flip this camera back around. I think I can. Okay, had to flip the camera back around again, because if I show myself first, that's what's gonna show up first on the live stream. So I try to film something a little outside, a little bit of an inventory, so that way, hopefully, when it chooses the thumbnail, it'll choose a good picture instead of showing me. So anyway, let's get this camera turned around, show you some of the stuff we have, some of the inventory, and let's get into it. All right. First off, this next Friday and Saturday, 29th and 30th of September, we're having an estate sale here at the store. We're gonna have super low discounted prices on all of our inventory, and try to move a lot of this stuff out. Try to make some room, maybe go a little bit different direction. So if you're here in Texas, we're up on estatesales.net. So if you want to look us up, get the address the day before. It's 117 North Main Street. Since that's a storefront, I have no problem telling you the address. But anyway, like I said, we can find this. Hello. Like I said, you can find this on estatesales.net. So let's get to it. We actually have 3 of these dressers. This one does not have a drawer. This is a lane. I'm not sure what. There's Staccata, Pueblo. There's different. What do you call it? Different models, I guess, of in this time period of lane furniture. It is missing a drawer. I have the drawer front, so I'm going to be selling this super cheap. I did a lot of work. It was painted. I had to strip it and everything and restore it. The only thing it needs is the drawer, and I don't have a woodworker to do it. So be heavily discounting this piece. I have 3 of these. One of them is part of a set. Oh man, there's a lot of. Yeah. Anyway, so we got that one over here. I'll show you this one over here. We have this one. This is in the best condition. I have another one that had a take-off piece of veneer on this, on the other end. So it's kind of darker than the other rest of it, unbalanced a little bit. But so I'm going to be giving a really good price on that one. This is a pretty much perfect restoration. On this, I had to strip and refinish the top. And it turned out gorgeous. Matches perfectly the rest of the piece, which all I did was add some stain. Well, did a lot of veneer repair. Probably 13 different parts of the veneer I had to replace. Color it to match. And just put stain and clear coat. So it turned out gorgeous. Have this piece as well. This is part of a set. Got the gentleman's chest. It's really cool. It opens up here. You open that door first. Has a drawer, shelf. Has that like oil slick pattern on the back. Do that little extra detail. Only have one of these. Like I said, this was of a set. It had 2 nightstands, but I sold the nightstands and just had the dresser with a mirror, as well as the gentleman's chest. Have a lot of decor. Have these really nice Umbra. They're newer. They're from early 2000s, I think. They're marked Umbra. And I have found, at one point I did find some of these on First Dibs. They're quite a bit more expensive than mine. I only have mine priced at $165. I already have a really good prices on my stuff. But like I said, we will be discounting more for the sale. So it'll be a special opportunity to come out here and really get good deals. Tortoise shells that I found, I put clear coat on them, hung them on the wall. This I picked up locally. This is from an artist here in Abilene, Texas. It was actually done in Oklahoma, I think. It has all the information on the back. It was received an award and such from a university, I think. She did this way back, looks like, let's see, it has a date on it, 1966. I'll be keeping this one. I have it up here. I actually have it priced, but oh, anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to be keeping that or selling it. Kind of what you'd call outsider art. Have this watercolor and glitter. Very cool piece. Not crochet, but crewel work maybe. This owl, I really like that. Let's have a whole bunch of cool stuff here. This original monoprints by Linda Harper. Have all the information about it. I emailed her and asked her about these prints. And they were done in like early 2000s. So signed, titled, but they do not have dates, but I was able to find it out from the original artist. They're monoprints. So it's like you paint on a piece of glass, and then you put your art on top of it, and it imprints whatever paint is on that glass. And it's just a one-time print. So that's why it's called a monoprint, because it's just one time. Have these beautiful, gorgeous wind chimes. These are from Paolo Soleri. Really like the design of these. Very brutalist. I actually had a guy contact me that was interested in purchasing the large one that actually worked for Paolo Soleri. He didn't work, well, what it was, volunteers. People would volunteer and help out creating these cast iron, cast bronze bells. I think I'm going to try contacting him again to see if he had any photos of that time when he was out doing that, so I can have a little bit more historical factor to them, even though I know they are original from him. They actually still make these bells, but they do it in colors that just patinas that are today's style, and I like the more brutalist look to them, more natural look to them. Got these killer bar stools, set of 4. I hope I have good internet connection because my Wi-Fi is back in the back. So hopefully I have good reception. These swivel. Very solid bases. Very atomic. I'll have these. I haven't even put these up for sale. There's so many things that no one even knows about. I haven't never posted. I have these, I forget what they're called. Irons, andirons. And I'm not sure if they are actually from Donald Desky, but that's what everyone says they are online. But they're at least in his style, but I'm not 100% sure they're his. There's so many of them that I'm not quite sure. Have this teak dining table, gorgeous piece. Has 2 large leaves. This opens up 118 inches, I think. So it's massive. This one I had to refinish the top. And turned out really nice. And the base I just cleaned up. Again, put some stain on it, clean it up, add a little bit more color to it, and then put a clear coat. And the top was completely stripped and restored. I just picked up this piece. I love this weed pot, because it has a little bitty, just for like a little weed sticking out of it. Very nice piece. It's not signed, but it has this high gloss on it. Just all sorts of stuff we have. This piece by Arthur Umanoff for Cavalier. Just attention to detail on this piece. So that you put all your mail, I guess. And then actually the bottom drawer is lined with cedar. It's made out of cedar. So just that attention to detail that the high-end pieces have. Have these 2 end tables. I'm shocked that I still have them. I've had them for quite a while. I just love this style, 1970s, 80s. High style modern. That's what I call high style modern. Just because it's after mid-century doesn't mean it's postmodern. And these are definitely not postmodern. So, but that's a term people like to throw around just when if it's not, well, I guess they think, well, if it's not mid-century and it's after mid-century, then it must be postmodern instead of mid-century modern. But that's just not the case. Anyway, a little bit less in there. Like I said, I just call it high style modern for the 1970s. have these 8 chairs. These are actually made in Mexico. It's really the only time I've ever had anything modern handmade in Mexico. These are actually modeled off, I don't remember the maker, but they're actually modeled off a designer set of chairs. That's a cool thing with places like Mexico. Other countries, they can get stuff custom made. At least back in the day, get things custom made. Find a local furniture builder, and they build your furniture, your designs. So that's one thing that's really cool. I have a lot of prints and original art. I really like this piece here. I could talk all day long, but I'll try to just not make this video too long. Really like this piece. I think it's from the Philippines or Cambodia, somewhere like that. And as you can see, it's a market scene. And you can see all the writing on it. And then there's one writing on here, one sign. Let's see, where is it? Oh, I'm in focus, yep. Bar. So I just like this piece because of that. It's all another language except for that sign that says bar. So I really like that. This is a Paul Klee print. Original 70s frame, 80s frame. Nicely nicely matted. I actually have one of these at home. I have 2 of these faces at home, and someone had added this board behind it, and then they put this texture. I have this exact same design, but without this backboard. So it's cool, kind of cool. Got this Southwestern lamp. Very cool lamp here. Let me turn it on. And the glow through it, because it's glazed on the inside orange. So when you turn the light on, it almost looks like fire. Very unique piece, swag lamp. I'm sorry if I'm not answering any of the comments. I'm on the phone. I don't really have a way to see the comments. So have this brutalist art. Has a walnut background. This piece was actually dinged up some and ended up cutting it out of bevel to give it more depth and to clean it up. Put a little clear coat, stain and clear coat on the wood, walnut, and put that back. Put the brutalist sculpture back on top. I love paper art. You see this? Have a pair. Now that I'm going through everything, looking at everything, talking about it, I'm not sure if I want to have the sale. Because I buy and sell the kind of stuff I like. That's where I find the joy in finding pieces that I actually like myself and passing them on to somebody else. And an instance on these, something that a lot of people they don't have an eye for. But I sure like them. I like finding those things that at one point were very popular and just lost favor and haven't come back yet, and people just don't notice the quality. I have this painting, the abstract, the nice colors, blue, some brown. Got a little bit of green in there. Really cool. By Gary Paxton. The abstract there. Okay, what else? We're just in the front little section. I just picked up this Ekhorn's lounge chair. I've had this model before. I actually had a pair of these at one point. And I don't remember the model name for this. I'd have to look it up again. But it's one of their larger sizes. Very comfortable, very comfortable. This should be a keeper, but we'll see. We'll see how this weekend goes. Got a couple sets of these teak nesting tables. They're actually made in the Philippines. They're stamped under the bottom. The company G-Plan, I think. And it's interesting because there's a G-Plan, and there's another plan, one from England and one from Philippines. No, C-Scan and G-Plan. I'm not sure which one came first, but I have this peacock chaise, which I never really find these. I've had quite a few of the different peacock chairs with a similar back, but never the chaise. in very good condition. You can see the bottom of it, just really sturdy. And this actually has a zipper on it. So what I would do, which I probably should just do it, take it off and wash it, put it back on. I'd probably hand wash it and just not use a dryer and have that clean again. Here's one of our high-end pieces. This is a Florence Knoll credenza with the leather straps on it. Slides open. It's actually dated 1964. It has the exact date in here somewhere. I have to look at it again, find out where it is. But four door sliding. Very good condition. Picked this up in Houston. So something that we have to travel quite a bit to pick up good inventory. This is one I showed first. This is a Lee Reynolds. And this is actually mass-produced art. Hand done. And it's all hand, you know, it's done by hand. It's custom artwork. It was just done at a more of a mass market, on a level of mass market. So you'll see him, Lee Reynolds. Lee Reynolds is just a brand. It's not necessarily the artist. It's just the brand, and you'll see the signature on this brand. Have this poster, Andy Warhol poster, The Art of Mickey Mouse. It's a very nice one. It's dated, I think it's dated like the 70s. I mean, wait, let's see. Oh, I need my reading glasses. No, I think it's from the 80s at some point. Anyway, I can't quite read it. Here's some more paper art. I had bought it was a triptych art, which it had another large panel that went in between these two, but it was in bad condition. It was moldy, and so I chunked it because of the condition, and I was able to salvage these two. So still a pair. I like finding art in pairs. Got these silk, Japanese or Chinese art, very minimalist for sure. But one has a red detail on this side with a little diamond. And this one has a green with a little diamond with that like gold leaf looking paper. And that's silk. So I really like these. There's all sorts of stuff. We'll just show you a little bit of this side. Have these lamps. There's a story behind these. I picked these up at a estate. And it was a deceased couple. But I was in that same house. I got some other lights, and I actually found a binder catalog of what's that company? I knew I'd forget it when I was recording. Was Lidolier. So I have a whole binder catalog of Lidolier with model numbers and names. So that's really cool. This Italian table, I don't remember who it was designed after. It's actually a copy, probably from the 90s, 80s, 90s. This coffee table with chrome and marble is said to be by Pace, which I'm not 100% sure of that. I take everything with a grain of salt when I see it online. I always have exact proof. Even though sometimes I do, make mistakes. Sometimes I call something that it actually isn't, not knowing. Just because, it must be true because of this and that. So sometimes I fall into that trap. But I try not to. I try to avoid it. Curtis Duray. We got a few Curtis Duray wall sculptures. I forgot the artist on this. I think it has it's not signature on the front, but it has, I think, on the back. It's all done with marker. I think marker or colored pencil. The whole thing. You can see all the lines in it. All done by hand. 1979 or 1981, around that time period. Super of the time. Anyway, we got a lot of smalls. Let's go to the back room here. Here's one of the other lane dressers. You can see that far side is a little darker than this side. But if I went back and forth with it, it would just, because it's different wood, it just is not going to turn out exact. But like I said, it's going to be a really good deal. This room's a little bit of a mess. I gotta get this room all nice and clean. I'm restoring this table at the moment. I just restored the tabletop, cleaned up the base like I always do. I actually mixed my own toners with tints, lacquer, and mostly lacquer thinner. Spray that on there to color you want, and then get your lacquer clear coat, and there you go. Just turned out super nice. It was like more of a yellow color, a brighter yellow color. I darkened it, and I got 6 chairs I have to do. Pretty funny because 2 were bleached, and I thought, oh man, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get the color right. And I got some of my toner I made that I used on the top of here because I had to completely strip this top and refinish it. Sprayed it on the bleached chair, and it matches pretty well. I didn't do any work on the other chair, so I'm not quite sure if it's going to be exact, but it looks pretty exact. So I'm happy the way it's turning out. I was afraid of doing this. It was 110 degrees all summer, 2 or 3 months. It's still back in the 100 again. So anyway, just now getting back to refinishing furniture. Here's another Florence Knoll piece. This is rosewood, chrome frame to it, marble top. Super gorgeous piece. And last but not least, I have this table by, I forgot his name again. I follow him on Instagram, from 1970s. I forgot his name. But anyway, I have all the stuff on top of Jay Peterson. No, not Jay Peterson. All the stuff on top, and this is what I need to. I was trying to put as much as I can for sale in the estate sale we're going to conduct. But I'm not sure of how much of this is going to actually get out because I don't really have places to put it without crowding everything, all the furniture. So I'll probably just be boxing this stuff up, moving it off the table so I can reveal the table so people can look at the table because it's for sale as well. Another one of those high style modern pieces. And it's closer to postmodern because of the cylinders, geometric shapes. So that's closer to postmodern. Anyway, that's it. All the stuff around here. Actually, that Violent Femmes. Oh, I can zoom in. I just can't zoom out, I think. That Violent Femmes poster I got signed by some of the members. Won tickets. Went to Houston, my wife and I, to see Violent Femmes with X in 2019 or 2020. I'm not sure. Took a trip to Houston and saw them, so that was cool. That's not for sale. That's my poster. Zoom back out. So that's really it. I hope the video turns out nice. Like I said, I don't know how the internet is up front, so hopefully it's a pretty good. There's no the voice didn't go out and it doesn't freeze, so we'll see how it turns out. But anyway, hopefully we'll have some more content soon. I've been working really hard. I'm not really doing a lot of estate sales and trying to just do more stuff here in the studio. I have a studio back there to record videos and post them, and I'm doing a lot of research, so I haven't been really putting out videos. I'm doing a whole bunch of Miami Vice videos I've been working on. It's going to be out hundreds and hundreds of hours of research. So I got to watch all the episodes once again and jot down all the important information and get that out. Yeah, I have some other videos I'm working on. So we'll see where that goes. But hope you enjoyed that little tour. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you next time. Sorry for my flip-flops making so much noise. See ya.